And let's take a look at the new joiner to the Hong Kong market today. This is a restaurant chain in mainland China. Green tea shares down about 4.5% this morning. This is the latest in a string of food-related IPOs in the city over the last few months. And there's been special amount of quote-unquote thirst for IPOs in the tea space. I took a closer look at what's bubbling under the surface. Boba chains are booming again and going public fast. Shares of Chinese bubble tea chain Auntea Jenny surged almost 70% in its Hong Kong debut last week. The company raised over $35 million, catapulting its founders to freshly brewed billionaires. But the hype isn't new. This is the third major tea chain to go public in the city in a little over 1 year. Naoki went public in 2021, valued at over $4.4 billion at its debut. Cha Panda, the second largest bubble tea IPO by funds raised, followed with its own Hong Kong listing in 2024. Mi Xue, now the world's largest bubble tea and ice cream chain, went public this March. With over 45,000 outlets, it has surpassed Starbucks in global store count. Its IPO raised $444 million, making it Hong Kong's largest listing so far this year. Others have gone even further. Shanghai-based Chaji tapped the U.S. markets in April, braving the tariff volatility. The tea chain securing a valuation of $6.2 billion in its NASDAQ debut, making it the second largest Chinese IPO in the U.S. in 3 years after vaping firm RLX listed in 2021.
Investors are trying to buy in the domestic consumption theme. In particular, we are talking about the stimulus towards the Tier 3 and Tier 4 city. Those type of consumption are the highest growth area in China, and then the lower, ticket item. The bubble tea, we are talking about $1 to maximum $3.
China's freshly made tea market, including fruit teas and milk teas, is projected to hit $28 billion. And it's brewing a new class of beverage tycoons. Mi Xue's recent IPO propelled its founders to a combined net worth of $8.1 billion, outpacing Starbucks' founder Howard Schultz's $6 billion in net worth. Starbucks has been struggling to regain momentum in China, a market it once dominated. Sales were flat last quarter after 4 straight quarters of declines. As an economic slowdown, local competition, and tighter spending shift momentum to faster, cheaper local rivals. But for investors looking to ride the boba boom, the market tells a more sobering story. Naoki shares have crashed over 90% since 2021. Cha Panda's post-listing momentum has stalled, and while Mi Xue's IPO was strong, analysts point to razor-thin margins and heavy discounting. Across the board, investor excitement is facing a reality check. After a flurry of tea chain listings, China's securities watchdog put offshore IPOs on hold last year, signaling growing concern over the gap between consumer buzz and business fundamentals. For now, local tea brands are outpacing global giants like Starbucks on price, speed, and reach. But the real test isn't how fast these chains can scale. It's who can stay in the black after the sugar rush wears off.